So student, today we are going to discuss about the morphology of flowering plant part 2. Right, earlier we have discussed the morphology of flowering plant which you have already gone through. Today we are going to explain the main part of the flowering plant, that is flower. Right. Now when we discuss about the flower, the main first thing is the flower is the reproductive unit of the angiosperm. Angiosperms are those plants which has the flower, and it is only meant for the sexual reproduction and to attract the insects. A typical flower has 4 different kinds of whorls arranged successively on the swollen end of the stalk or pedicel with which the flower is attached, and it is called the thalamus. These are calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Calyx and corolla are accessory organs, while androecium and gynoecium are reproductive organs. A flower contains both androecium and gynoecium is called bisexual flower. A flower having either only androecium or only gynoecium is called unisexual. If we look symmetrically to the flower, then we find that the flowers is symmetrically divided into 3 different categories. First one on the slide before you, it is actinomorphic. Means what? It is radially symmetrical. If we divide it, then it will be divided into 2 equal radial halves in any radial plane. That's why it is called actinomorphic or radial symmetrical. Examples are mustard, datura plant, datura flower and chili flower. Second one is zygomorphic. Zygomorphic means bilateral symmetry. It can be, the flower can be divided into 2 similar halves only in one particular vertical plane, not in any radial plane, but in particular vertical plane. If we divide it, then it will divide into 2 similar halves. Example of these are the pea, then gulmohar, then bean and cassia. Third one and the last one is asymmetry. Asymmetrical means irregular. That means that the flower cannot be divided into 2 similar halves by any vertical plane or radial plane, whatever it is, but it cannot be divided into equal to halves. And the example is canna. Now, on the basis of the position of calyx, corolla, and androecium or gynoecium with respect of the ovary or thalamus, the flowers are described as following: hypogynous, perigynous, and epigynous. Hypogynous flowers are those flowers in which the gynoecium occupies the highest position, while the other parts are situated below the ovary. Examples are mustard, China rose and brinjal. Second one is perigynous. Perigynous flowers are those flowers in which the gynoecium is situated in the center and other parts of the flower are located on the rim of the thalamus, almost at the same level, no doubt. Examples are plum, rose, then peach. And the third one is epigynous flowers. These flowers are those flowers in which the margin of thalamus grows upward, enclosing the ovary completely. That means it covers the entire ovary, right, internally, and getting fused with it. The other parts of the flower arise above the ovary. The diagrams are given below. You can refer the diagram. Thank you. Now we discuss about the different parts of the flower. The first one we discuss, that is calyx. What is the calyx? Calyx is found, it is the outermost wall of the flower, and the members are called sepals. As you can see the figure which is given on right side, the calyx are shown, right? So these sepals are of green color, leaf-like, and protect the flower in the bud stage. The calyx may be gamosepalous, that means the sepals are united with each other, they are called gamosepalous, or the polysepalous, in which the sepals are free, means sepals are separated, as it is given in the rose flower which is shown in your right side. Then the second part is corolla. Corolla is composed of petals, right? It is also petals, and the petals are usually bright in color. And why it is bright in color? Different colors of flowers you might have seen. Wherever you go, you will see the different colors of flowers. These colors are to attract the insect for the pollination purpose. Pollination is the process of the reproduction. Then corolla is also gamopetalous, that means the petals are united with each other, that means they are jointed, or polypetalous means the petals are free. Corolla is tubular. Right? Corolla, it can be tubular, it can be bell shaped, it can be funnel shaped or wheel shaped, different shapes you will find. Then we discuss about the estivation. What is the estivation? Estivation is nothing else but the mode of arrangement of the sepals or the petals in the flora, in the flower. Right? So mode of arrangement of the sepals is called the estivation. With respect to the members of the same whorl is called estivation. The types, different type of estivations are as valvate, twisted, imbricate, and vexillary. The diagrams are given, diagrams are shown where the orange one, you can see the orange one is velvet type, the yellowish greenish one is twisted, the bluish one which you see it is imbricate, and the vexillary type, last one is vexillary type, and this one another, that is indigo color, right? It is tunicular, right? Okay.